What are you doing in my house?
I'm ready for a podcast.
Me too. Let's do it.
Let's get it on.
Hey everybody, that last part you just saw was my friend Alex and myself recording an episode for the podcast that we have called the Ag Nation Podcast. There's also a third guy that wasn't there, Kyle. He was busy with some family things and working, so he wasn't able to come, but it's something I forgot to tell you guys. We do have a podcast called the Ag Nation Podcast. We have, I think, maybe 7 or 8 episodes out. I'm not sure. I think the last one we did will maybe be 7 or 8, but we enjoy doing it. We probably don't do it as often as we should. We don't do it as often as we like, just because the three of us it seems like we're always busy. Alex works for a deep ripping or land development company, and he travels quite a bit. He's been in Arizona a lot. He's in the South Valley. He's from Bakersfield. And then Kyle, he's up north, and he does some custom farming, spraying and harvesting and farm management. And then you got me. I'm in the Central Valley, or the central part of the valley, and we do the harvesting thing, and it just seems like we're constantly doing something, and it's hard for the three of us to get together and do it. We've done a few of them, over the internet, over Zoom or what have you, and that works. But even then, it's tough to do it, and we're trying. We need to be better about it. I think the podcast has a lot of potential to turn into something pretty good. And anyway, if you guys ever want to give it a listen, check it out. It's the Ag Nation Podcast. You can find it on the podcast apps. I listen to it along with the other podcasts I listen to just on my podcast app on my iPhone. But anyway, yeah, check it out. Let us know what you think, and we will do our best to do more. Like I said, we enjoy doing it. We don't really ever have like a specific topic we talk about. We just kind of get together and BS and have a good time and laugh, and we've gotten a lot of good feedback from people about it, because like I said, we just sit around and talk. I mean, we talk about farming, we talk about family, we talk about things we have going on, we talk about things going on in the world, and we laugh a lot more than anything, and it's a lot of fun. We enjoy it. But yeah, Alex came up yesterday from Bakersfield and spent the whole day at my house, and him and I recorded an episode, a little over an hour long. So I don't know, he's going to be doing the editing and hopefully get that posted pretty quick. So, but anyway, yeah, just like I said, check it out and let us know what you think. It's Monday the 19th, and I'm headed out to the field just to check on the balers and do a little bit of filming. I'm going to run around and check some hay for them, because we got 2 different spots we have to be in. They're probably about, 17 miles apart. So I checked hay for them earlier and kind of told them where I thought they would get started, and that's where they're at right now, and they're running. So I'm just going to head out there and see them and talk to them, and hopefully get a little footage of the balers. So anyway, I will catch up with you guys out in the hayfield. All right, so I'm checking moisture content in these bales, and it's anywhere from 10 to 14% is what I'm finding. There's a few 9s and 8s in there, but all in all, it's pretty good. Having the right moisture is extremely important, especially with big bales. You know, if you get them too high, you know, it's so compacted that you'll actually get spontaneous combustion and a fire could start. You don't want it too dry though, because you want to keep the leaves on, you know, and you want a nice looking bale. So these guys started baling, I don't know, an hour or so ago, and I came out to check on them. So I'm just checking bales for them. It makes it a little nicer for them, because then they don't have to worry about checking them. These balers though we have, they're equipped with moisture sensors in the chamber. They're not completely accurate, but it gives them a reference point, if that makes any sense. So when it's reading 15 or 16%, it's probably really like 17 or 18, so it'll read lower than what it actually is. But they still get out and double check with the moisture meters. They each have one. So it like I said, moisture is the most important thing out here doing this, just to maintain the quality in the bale, you know, maintain the weight and everything else, and keep from having a fire. So yeah, these guys, they're thumping along. This is the field we're in right now, is the one that was in the last video, the one we were cutting. So that field was cut a week ago today, so Monday. So the hay was raked this morning, and now they're out here baling. It's 8:30. I think they probably started, I don't know, maybe around 7 or 7:30. This particular. Anyway, I thought I would just give a little explanation on moisture. This is my meter. It's a Delmhorst. I like it. I like the wand being separate. I've had other moisture meters in the past where the probe is actually on the meter, and I've broken them. So last year I, you know, spent a little bit of money. These moisture meters are not cheap, but there's just certain things you should not go cheap on, and moisture meters is one of them. So this was double the price compared to the ones I usually buy, but this is a really good meter. You know, it has your moisture check, and then it has a check mark button that'll actually show you your what is it? It'll show you your average moisture, your high moisture, and how many times you probed. And it has a memory for up to 100 probes. So after 100 probes, every time you check the moisture, it'll run through, you know, high. Well, it does low too. It does high, low, and average. And then you can reset it. So I actually kind of like that, and I'll actually take notes in my book. Like if I've come out with the guys in check bales, I'll write what my meter's telling me. I don't know. I think it's kind of a responsible thing to do. I don't know, but it just helps, you know. That way, if there's ever an issue down the road, you know, with the hay, you can say, well, this is what my meter was telling me. Our balers have a way to record that information too on the meters that are on the bale chambers, but I haven't figured out how to do that. But we never have had moisture meters on the chambers, so that was really nice, really awesome. It just, you know, once you figure out your reference point, you know, it saves you time getting out and doing this. Now I know there's other moisture meter systems like the Gazika. It's a microwave something or other that measures once the bales are measured, like through the bale when it's out of the chamber. And these are like, they're Star wheels. I think it's a Harvest Tech brand. Well, it's came from the factory like that on the case balers, but it's a Harvest Tech deal, and it's 2 Star wheels that read across, and I think they might read maybe that down deep in the bale. So like I said, it's not completely accurate, but it's a reference. But anyway, the bale, it's a 3 foot by 4 foot by 8 foot bale. So when you hear guys talk about big bales, it's a 3x4. 3x4 is what's common in our area. So yeah, alfalfa bales, I mean, we've made them 1,500 pounds, but you know, you go much heavier than that, then it's hard for the harrow bed to pick up. These are the XL balers, so they have the long chambers in them. So it's nice for like when we do our grass hay, you know, because grass is kind of hard to get weight out of because it's so springy. Or when we're doing straw or wheat hay, it's really nice when you can, you know, pack a lot of material into those bales. And then since we got the high density balers and we do so much grass, I actually upped the twine. We run a 550 knot strength twine, and that's helped quite a bit hold everything together really well. But yeah, that's just a little information on the bales we make. This hay, you're not gonna be able to see, but I'll walk around the bale, but it looks pretty good. It's not bad. It's a little stemmy. It's kind of some big stem stuff, but it looks pretty good. And all the, I shouldn't say all, but probably 99.9% of the alfalfa we bale is gonna go to dairy cows. It's gonna be sold to dairies and be sold to milk cows. Some of the grass stuff we do goes to beef cows, but most of the stuff we bale, our customers are selling it to those happy California cows. So, well, I might as well show you guys the screen on here. So I just probed, there's 9.4. Go to the next one. 12. Oh, guys are talking on the radio. Talking about the bales, the pacas.
Arriba, vení cuando venga todo el golpe.
Whew. That's nasty up there, but hope we got some cool shots. Okay, I got an idea. I think the best way to show you guys how the big baler works is for you guys to go inside the baler. So have fun. I'm gonna throw you in the windrow. Wait, no. Cameras are expensive. Just kidding. This is my kind of white noise. This is what'll put you to sleep.